Using the key that you got from Bracnix, you are able to unlock all of the cages. Yes, yes, they, they're all fine aside from some that have some like small cuts and bruises. No, there's. All right, so I'm guessing that you guys all leave the room now. All right. The second you walk back through the door, you are teleported back outside the crypt. Well, I was visiting a friend in Kale when the undead horde came. We'll go with that, I guess. All right. So, and I'm guessing that you'll go back to Kale and then Langston. All right. So you get back to Kale, and I'm guessing you're gonna immediately go into the one building that I have mapped for this place. Yeah. I would say it was about like maybe a. It took most of the day to get back. Yeah. All right. When you get back, Clay is in the back, cleaning some glassware, and now I have to remember and now I have to remember what his voice sounds like. Uh, yeah, I'm completely drawing a blank on what he sounds like, so he gets a new voice. No, it, it's like it's like you're it, it's like you're taking like making a stop at like a gas station while you're on a road trip. Yeah, yeah. All right, so well, welcome back then. Thank thank you so much for going and rescuing all the townspeople. Yes, not many who go to the Grim Forest come back alive. Yeah, her friend that I don't have a token for. Yeah. Yes, but and normally I'd charge you for that, but since you've done me and this town a great service, it's on me. You can tell by looking around that he has made a lot of repairs since the undead attacked. Yeah, and like I was just say like the entire building looks sturdier. All right, his name is Clay. All right. All right. Everybody take a long rest. You, you can tell that Clay is a little bit annoyed, but he still obliges with all of your requests. All right. So, the following morning, you get up, and I assume that you're all immediately going to head to Langston to take Luna. Yeah. All right. As you approach the mayor's house, you can see him waiting on the front steps. And yeah, I mean, I would say that since you guys left Langston, I would say it's been about a week. All right. As soon as Luna sees him, she runs up and gives him a big hug. All right. It's like a reverse Ratatouille. Yes. All right. So, uh, Luna goes inside, and the mayor walks up to each of you. Thank you so much for rescuing my daughter. He, he, here is your reward as promised. And he hands each of you a platinum coin. It Yes. Uh, yeah. Man, go to your equipment page, and there should be a number with a little yellow piece with like a little yellow square thing next to it. It's 10 to 1, so Oh wait, I thought it was I I I thought it was 100. All right. All right. He get he he gives you five. He gives each of you 5 platinum pieces. It's 50. That's the same as 50 gold. All right. Air. The way it looks like it works is like I'll use like the U.S. dollar. It's like the gold is like like a normal dollar bill. Electrum would be like 2 quarters. A silver piece is a dime, and a copper piece is a penny, and a platinum piece is a $10 bill. It's here, yeah. And so after handing you the money, there also says, if there's ever anything I can do for you, let me know. Whether you need information or lots of people come through here. Let's see, the Phantom Vault. I remember my mother used to tell me stories of a place like that, of a place with a name similar to that. Um, I don't have any information on it, but there is a library in Castlearia that might have something. It's a city that's far to the east, uh, past Kale. Wait, no, north of Kale was the Grim Forest, and like kind of like a river. No, I said I don't think so. I've I've got a map that's somewhere. Let me go check that. Yeah, to the east of Kale. Yeah, there is some ocean, but there's also a bridge going to Castlearia. it's across like a narrower part where it's almost considered to be like just a really wide river at that point. All right, so you're heading to a Castellaria. You did. So after about a 2 days, after about a 2 days journey, oh, it might take a bit for this map to it might take a bit for it to load this map. There are a lot of tiles here. All right. Uh, Standing outside of the gates into the city, you can see two guards, both of which are mounted on giant armored mice. Crasmont. All right. The guards say, "Well then, welcome to Castellaria." That would be in the city square, but it is currently closed for repairs right now. One of the local troublemakers thought it would be a good idea to release a swarm of termites inside. All right, so you arrive in the city square. To the north, you can see what looks like a massive store. Like, honestly, I would say like think sort of like medieval Walmart. To the east, you can see what looks like a bustling tavern. To the west is the library, which I actually need to finish building. And then to the south, you can see a building that just says mining company on it. Which is also mostly unfinished right now. So, where would you like to go first? All right, we'll say that someone goes in there. All right, Vance, you head in, and then you hear a creaking behind you. You turn around and see that Chunya was stuck in the door. All right. All right, make a strength check. $11. All right. It takes a lot of work, but you are able to get Chunyu through the door. All right. The tavern owner, a small green goblin. You guys can actually like mouse over these guys and look at their tokens and their portraits. All right. So he has just brought Axel his drinks. And Axel, you said that you just chugged the first one. Oh yeah, let's get. All right, make a Constitution save. Make a Constitution check. All right. You pass. All right. All right. He turns to you and says, not that I know of. Oh, yeah. From what I've heard, the city guard is taking care of it. I would say maybe within the next 5 or 6 days. It depends on how long it takes them to take inventory of what was lost or damaged. I know. At this. All right. There. And I guess Townsend, as you're getting ready to leave, you hear a bit of commotion off to your left. And you see a human in what looks like very regal armor approaching what looks to be like a dragonborn. You can tell that he's likely a paladin from a church. Oh, and I forgot to mention this tavern is called the Iron Barrel. Hmm. And above the bar, there's a sign that says, "No weapons or magic allowed. If you want to fight, do it with your fists." All right, so the human walks up to the dragonborn and says, "Hey, you sunburnt lizard! Quit staring at my girl!" And the dragonborn replies with, "I'm not staring at anyone. I have no interest in your woman. In fact, I've seen bugbears that looked better than her." If you can't, if you can't tell by this, I had a lot of fun writing this part. So now you're insulting her. Do you have a death wish? Know your place, human. You may look tough in your fancy armor, but you aren't fooling anyone. The human sighs. Well, you asked for it. And he rears back and punches the dragonborn in the face. All right. You, you go to tap on his shoulder, and then he is immediately flung back. I need to move this guy, actually. He's immediately thrown back when the dragonborn punches him in the chest. And he signs. There is a visible dent in his armor. He stands up, sort of dusts himself off. Wow, you think that someone who's pot dragon would hit harder? All right. Uh, all right. The human picks up a bottle from the bar next to him and attempts to throw it at the dragonborn. I need to go grab my dice. All right. The human throws the bottle, and it Talzin, it hits you. You take one point of damage. All right. We'll call that like an unarmed strike. Roll to hit. Yeah. 1d20 plus 2, I think. 1d20 plus 6. Yeah. It's your strength modifier plus I think your proficiency bonus. Yeah. It's plus 2 from your strength, and then because you're proficient. All right. I never actually made stat blocks for these guys, but we'll say that you hit it. We'll say that you hit him, but it doesn't deal any damage. It just sort of pushes him back a little bit. All right. Yeah, he's gonna do something. All right. The human draws his sword. Oh, so you want a piece of me too? All right. At this point, hey! And you can see Sling pointing at the sign above the bar. Can't you read? The sign clearly says no weapons allowed in B Tavern. Now put that thing away before I have you thrown out. The human turns to him. Oh, shut up, you little green freak. I've killed dozens of your kind, and I won't hesitate to add you to that number. Right, and Sling sits down the monkey he's holding, and he takes a deep breath and said, You've tested my patience. You've tested my patience for last time, boy. Argle, get this man out of my tavern. And he points at, well, I guess the three of you, Talzin, Soyum, and Mirinth. You four stay out of this. You haven't done anything wrong yet, but if you interfere, I'll have you thrown out as well. All right. You see a Goliath who's been mostly quiet this whole time stand up, and you can tell that he's so tall his head is almost touching the ceiling. He walks over and He walks over. He walks over to the human and bends down until his eye level with him. You no read sign? Sign say no weapons, only fists. The human looks back over, saying, "What? You too scared to fight me? You need a big dumb brute like this in order to feel safe? You goblins really are pathetic. Pathetic. And for the record, I'm not a friend of your friend either." And the human swings his sword at Argle. And then rather than dodging or getting to a defensive stance, Argle simply catches the sword mid-swings and rips it out of the human's hands. And he starts inspecting it. Sword is sharp, good at cutting things, but sword is too thin, easy to break. And then he grabs it in both hands and snaps it in half. But fists are strong, very hard to break. And the human says, "What have you done? You stupid brute, do you have any idea how much that sword cost?" Argle will not care about that. It's time for you to leave. And he grabs the human by the arm and starts dragging him towards the entrance to the tavern. Oh, I need to move tune you. All right, so Argyle grabs the human by the arm and drags him towards the door, with the human struggling to get out of Argyle's grip, but nothing happens. Argyle opens the door, and with a deep growl, he hurls the human into the city square. And a splash is heard as Axelos, I would say, like, you're sort of like right next to now. A human lands in the fountain next to you, because like you didn't hear any of what just happened, aside from, I guess, maybe Sling yelling. And then Argyle just goes back and sits back down at the bar. All right. And Axel, you go up to the library, and there is a sign on the door that says currently closed. There's a sign that says currently closed for repairs. Nobody answers. The door is locked. Please don't. I don't have anything built for the library right now. I know, but I thought I was hoping that you guys would go and do the other stuff first. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. I can't say I do. But if I hear anything about it, I'll let you know. Oh, and by the way, this Dragonborn's name is Lernok. Yeah, and if you look at all of like the tokens for all the NPCs in the area, I made all of them in a Hero Forge. Yeah, and like I've got screenshots of all of them. Like I can put them in the D&D channel after the session is done. And there's also the big store. All right. We'll put him over there, and we'll do that when he gets back. So, Miranth, what are, I guess, you and Solium going to do? Argyle? Argyle not a traveler. Argyle work here. No, Argyle happy working here. You could. Uh, uh, also, Mirant, I guess before you guys leave, Argyle hands you the the two pieces of the sword. He says, "Here, tiny lead. Here, Argyle have no use for sword. If you if you take it to big if you take it to big store, maybe they can fix it." And he points off in the direction of the huge store of the large store on the northern end of the city square. And as you walk over to the store, you can see the human like he's still soaking wet, and he has just climbed out of the fountain. I don't really know. Just leave me alone for now. Yep. Yes, but I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping our first date would go better. I was hoping our first date would go better than this. It was a gift from my father, but now it's ruined. Don't pick. He turns to you and says, "Don't pick fights with Dragonborn." At this point, you can see that she walks out of the tavern and sort of sits beside him. My name is Jane. Well, it's nice to meet you. I do apologize for any trouble that Jax may have caused you. Well, I'd advise that you let off. I think he's been through enough today. It's a black marble. All right. So, man, you walk up to the store and you can see what looks like two bronze statues on either side of the door. When you get closer, they both turn towards you. Greetings. Welcome to Augurs. Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, d- Here, actually, if you mess up, these aren't like actual these are warforged. Uh, right, uh, right now, Meredith is in front of the store and she's trying to talk to. It's like trying to have like it would be like trying to have a conversation with like one of those AI text things where it it's like trying to have an actual conversation with like a customer service AI. All right. One of the Warforged turns to you and says, "If you have a request for repairs, uh, please head inside, and one of our blacksmiths will be with you shortly." And then it goes back to its idle pose, which is the pose that it can be seen in on its portrait in a map tool. And then it suddenly turns back to you. Please be advised that uh, animals are not allowed in the store. Right. Chuny just kind of goes and sits next to one of the Warforged. Yeah. All right. All right. You walk in, and this store is like I said. I know it's the scale doesn't show, but it's like medieval Walmart basically. There aren't. All right. You eventually make your way to a counter with a female dwarf. Hello there. Welcome to Augurs. How can I help you? Uh, oops. Well, let's see it then. And then I'm assuming that like you like you either hand her the sword or place it on the counter. All right. She takes a look at it. Hmm. Going to be honest, I'm uh, I'm not really sure what type of it's a great sword, needing a two-handed grip, but other than that, I'm not sure exactly what kind it is though. It's not an ordinary one though. Ah, I can't. This looks like it was a custom order from another smith. But I do know someone who can, and she picks up a small rock on the counter beside her, and she begins speaking it. Hello, Augur. We've got someone asking about repairing what looks like a custom order. All right, I'll send her back to you then. All right. She points to the back and says, "Augur is waiting in the back. He's the owner of this place. He'll be able to help you." All right. So you head to the back of the store. There is a set of what looks like heavy iron doors. and you can't. You do see a dwarf standing outside them. He says, "Hello there. Uh, Bridget said you had some questions about repairing a custom order." It, yeah, it's a great sword. All right, so yeah, uh, you hand Augur the two sword pieces. He looks at it and says, "Hmm. Yes, this is definitely a custom order. Uh, I can fix it, but it'll take a day or two." And as he turns to leave, he turns to leave and then he turns back. My warforged outside have alerted me to what looks like a large rodent in front of the store. That wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Oh no, no, no. There's no problem with it. I was just wondering. Uh, I think it looks very soft and squishy. It's amazing that it is, you know, able to survive being with an adventurer like you. Would you like some armor for it? Ah, it would no, it would be a custom order, but normally, uh, the time to design the armor and then fit it is factored into the cost. But I can just make some modifications to the armor I made for the city's mice. Still not sure why they use mice. And and also, I'll also give you a 50% discount if you can go and find something for me. The armor uses a crystal imbued with the growth spell in order to increase the size of the mice. But we used our last one the other day. Uh, the mining company might have some, but I'm not sure. Huh? All right then. I look forward to doing business with you again. All right. At at this point, Jane and Jax have both left, and Sonya is just kind of out there sitting on the edge of the fountain. All right, so yeah, so Marinth and Axel, I assume that you guys are going to head over to the mining company as well. All right, so you head in, and you can immediately see that like this building could use a good cleaning. All right. Uh, yeah, you're greeted by a. Well, let me zoom in more. You're greeted by a man with very like Earth-like skin and bright orange hair. I never thought of a voice for this guy. Welcome to the mining company. How can I help you? Yeah. Oh, you mean the one of the magic crystals for the armored rodents here in the city. Again, not sure why we're using mice. Uh, I do have one, but uh, it'll cost you. Or you can come with me and help me with something. Something's been happening in the mines recently, and I'd really want to get it. There's something has made its home in one of the nearby caverns, and I want it out. Uh, And We are going to leave the session here because I'm almost out of time and I'm out of things for you guys to do at this point.